A much anticipated game takes place on Saturday night in Austin, Texas, as the number one Texas Longhorns take on the Georgia Bulldogs. And that game is slated to kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now, the Texas Longhorns are a 4.5 point favorite, and the total in that game is 56. And the questions are this: will Georgia continue their unbeaten run? Because basically, folks, they haven't lost a game since last year against anybody else but Alabama. They lost last year to Alabama in the SEC championship game, and they lost earlier this season against Alabama in the regular season. And they haven't lost a game other than that. And the Texas Longhorns have been absolutely dominant in their undefeated start in number one ranking. This is a Texas team. They got to the college football national semifinal last year where they lost to Washington. So which team will be more ready to play? Which, more specifically, which team will step up to the plate in a huge game and come away with a win? I have those answers and much more, folks. Before I get to my analysis and pick on that game, a couple friendly reminders is number one, hit that subscribe button below, folks. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world right here on Wager Talk TV. And after you subscribe, give yourself a nice convenience by going into your YouTube settings and clicking on the alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV. Also, there's a like button underneath. That's for me, and that's for you to hit. So I would hope you show a small token of your appreciation for the time, work, and effort I put in to bring you a quality free pick video daily and each and every week by simply just hitting that like button, folks. That's all I ask. All right, let's get to the matter at hand. The Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns, 7:30 Eastern Time, national TV, Texas minus 4.5, 56. The Georgia Bulldogs are coming off an uninspiring 41-31 home win over lowly Mississippi State, which is arguably the worst team in the SEC. They were a 34-point favorite in that game. They were never in jeopardy of being knocked off. But what's more disturbing in their effort was they allowed a Mississippi State team who struggled all season long to rack up 385 yards of total offense. Georgia is still explosive offensively over their last three games, averaging 35.3 points per contest and just shy of 502 yards of total offense per game. Now, here's the not so good news is during that 3 game period, the Georgia Bulldogs have allowed 28.3 points and 423 yards per contest. So that's not what we've been used to under Kirby Smart in recent seasons. So it's something to keep in mind that Georgia has been a much more vulnerable defensively than they have been in prior years. Texas has scored 31 points or more in each of their first 6 games, which they went 6-0. Their offense over their last 3 games, 40 points per game, 450 yards per game, and also 7 yards per offensive play. So when you average that much yardage per offensive play, that's a lot of chunk plays that are entailed into getting to that high average. Despite how good the Texas defense has been this year, this total is still at a very sizable 56, which alerts me and wakes me up a little bit when I look at this total and see it when Texas is involved. Don't forget, Texas, their defense is allowing 10 points per game this year at about 230 yards per contest. And even in the SEC, just 17 points per game. So this is a really good Texas defense. I mentioned Georgia's defensive struggles. Both of these teams have been very good offensively. Both of these teams could move the ball against any team in the country on any given day. And both defenses, for example, the Texas defense, this will unequivocally be the best offense they faced to this date in Georgia. And like I alluded to, the Georgia defense being vulnerable in Texas being explosive offensively, just like the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm going to take a shot here on going over the total of 56. It looks awful inviting at that big of a price when you know these brand names. The fact that Texas is so good defensively, Georgia has a reputation of being tremendous defensively over the last few seasons. Not the case right now. I'm going to go Georgia, Texas over 56 on Saturday in college football as my free pick. All right. A couple of friendly reminders in reference to myself, and pay attention, folks, because one thing I can say with the utmost certainty is I'm Ross the Boss Benjamin, and you're not. So listen carefully. My college football this year, 24-14 with my premium selections, good for 63% and a net profit of somewhere in the area of $2,400. And then also, that's no fluke, folks, because since December 2nd of 2022, my college football premium picks at Wager Talk, 108-72, good for 60% and a net profit of $9,172. My college football over the last 5 Saturdays, 19-7. My NFL over the last 3 Sundays, 7-2-1. My college football and NFL combined 18-7-2 since September the 29th or 28th, excuse me. That's good for 72%. And my Major League Baseball postseason picks doing very well so far, 7-3 in 2024. Combined 20-14 since last postseason in Major League Baseball, and a net profit of over $1,800. Here's the thing. We have a great special going on right now in terms of a season pass, a 1-year season pass. You can get the rest of 2024 and all of 2025 right now for $1,798. I know that might seem like a lot of money to a lot of you out there, but if you bet every day, it amounts to $4 per day for any one of us. Okay. I would hope you purchase this package for myself because I'm a little biased at wt.buzz/RB. But folks, the normal price for this would be $2,496. We're selling it for $1,798. All in all, 440 days of all sports subscription from any one of us, including yourself, myself, Ross Benjamin, and that amounts to just $4 a day. So you could also check out my NFL and college football annual packages combined or separately. Also, my NBA season pass up right now for $795. You don't want to miss that, folks. That's a small price to pay when you look at how well I did and what a killing I made, especially in the second half of the NBA season last year, including the playoffs. So $795 you'll get from day one right through the NBA finals in the NBA. Until the next time, I'm Ross Benjamin. Take care and God bless. Don't forget, folks, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Take care.